Shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, want to give our praises to Yahweh, our Shem Yahushai, our Shem Kodash. The wonders unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And Shalom to all our brothers and more, they are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth to them that believe. Shalom. Brother Zach from Camp James, Jamaica. Now, I just want to touch upon this article here from RT. As you can see, it's dated July 10th. Is that today?
Yeah, interesting.
Alright, the title is Court Banned Me from Teaching Son Basic Rules for Boys, Father of 7-year-old slated for transition. And it'll show you the level of corruptness that's taking place in the earth right now, and it'll show you why the Most High destroyed this wicked kingdom. Let's say that real quick. I believe the precept in Amos 9 and 8. Let's get it real quick. Yeah, you can read.
So this is Amos chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
Right, because we know the house of Jacob the Israelites, which are so-called Negroes, Native Americans, Hispanics, Latinos, so the elect of the nation of Israel will be saved. But he said, destroy the sinful kingdom. The sinful kingdom referring to the rulership of the so-called white race, which are the biblical Edomites, the red Hebrew Edomites. The rule right now is much basically corrupt the earth right now. Is with all kind of madness and folly because as you can see in this article, utter madness is much I make the brother go through it real quick. Can I read the part that made sense still?
It says Jeff Younger, who is locked in a court battle with his ex-wife over whether their son should undergo transition to a girl, says a court order bans him from discussing things like religion or the need to be respectful to girls.
And basically what court are trying to do is ban him from basically making him son know say yo, you're one man. It's not one female or whatever they want to turn into. Right?
Says Jeff and his former spouse, Annie Georgelas, are trying to resolve a parental dispute over their son, James. Annie insists that James identifies as a girl, calls him Luna, and envisions hormone therapy and eventually sex change surgery in the future. Jeff rejects the idea and says his son is perfectly comfortable being a boy in his presence. The pair are fighting a legal battle with a court temporarily ordering Jeff not to impose a male identity on the child.
Yeah, and sure double standards as we discussed earlier. Because all they impose one call it ordering, or they order the woman to basically don't they kind of identify the male as a female, because in idea the child is actually a male. The most I create only two gender, male and female, and there's no in between. You can't switch genders, if you cut out your sexual organs and change it, you're still a male. Just some fucked up organs you changed out. That's it. You can't change your gender. That's impossible.
So if the father identified his son, his son as a male, or calls him by James, which is his name, in front of any third party member who identifies James as a female, right? You can get jail time, yo.
Channel level madness. You don't want to know we are going through or just
you don't know. It says the order forbids Jeff from calling his son James in front of anyone who knows him as a girl, and significantly limits what they can do together, he told RT, Sophie is that name. He says, basically, I can't go to school. I keep him away from any friends he might have at school that know him as a girl. And at my home, he's known as James, and I use male pronouns.
So evidently based to the bitch referring to the mother of the youth of our school as a girl.
Can.
Yes,
They can him she register him under the name Luna as a female. You know? Can't bring out the feet. No, say oh woman are the oppressors.
Madness.
Can.
Can't read just
Yeah, man, this is Isaiah 3 and verse 20.
Can't start a
9. Can. Alright. The shoe of their countenances doth witness against them, and they declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves. Say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings.
Yeah, so you do righteousness, is in which you raise a male child to be a male and a female to be a female. That is righteous,
That's the normal way of doing things, Say, woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him.
So that bitch you will try to change the boy to a female, woe unto she, meaning destruction.
And she can't go expect grandchildren then. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths.
And that's exactly what that bitch did. And she destroy the way of the path, because the scripture tell you clearly, you see me? Male and female created he them and bless them and basically say be fruitful and multiply. That's the natural order of things. That's how the Most High create things to be. It's me not no man fear change out to no woman and no woman that change out to no man or try, should I say, because that's not possible. It's all madness here. But the woman knowing her feelings and her desire for following after Esau, which them are the Edomites, but the ways of a society is going off, and you can't pacify with things like this. It's just a strict judgment. The woman supposed to be put to death, and the man supposed to take him youth. This man raise him as a boy, as him supposed to be. It's that simple.
As precepts say, women rule over them, and you see how the woman basically rule, because the court actually work in favor for the woman, Because just as I said, why the man can refer to his son as a female in front of the mother, but yet still the mother can refer to the son as a female in front of the father? Why is that, Why is the woman getting all the right,
Can get unfair as you said, brother.
Because that's basically what's happening,
This is the book of Habakkuk chapter 1 and verse 4. So therefore the law is slack, and judgment will never go forth.
Right.
For the wicked do it compass about the righteous. Right. Therefore wrong judgment proceeded.
Yeah, right. Because the judges know that's wrong, The judges themselves, everybody, even the woman himself know that wrong. But as I say, she just want to follow the society that she's in, Oh, modern time now. Rights to children, LGBT rights, right? All of that foolishness, This is Isaiah 5 and 20. Woe unto them that call evil good, right, and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right, basically that happening right now. He said, woe unto them that call evil good, What is evil, Evil is basically, as it reads in something, the Romans 1, where it say, the woman change over. This is Romans 1.
Romans 1 verse 26, for this cause Yahweh gave them up, which the Yahweh is the true name for the Most High, and his son name is Yahushai. God is as a title. So for this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections. Right? For even their woman did change natural use into that which is against nature.
Right, and what that is vile affections, A man wanting to be a woman, it wasn't created like that, A woman wanting to be a man, you weren't created to be a man, So that feeling them get for a man want to be a woman, that's vile affections,
Very.
And a woman changing the natural use, becoming a transgender, And that's what's basically going on with the youth right now. The woman want the youth become a female, And that is the evil that is being set in for good, because basically the society where we in now, them promote that, right? So that therefore the judges are going to rule it out as something good, yo. There's nothing wrong with that. And therefore the woman have her way. I can go back to the other piece of it.
Just first.
Yeah.
Isaiah 1 5 verse 20. Woe unto them that call evil good,
right,
and good evil.
Right. That's it. So basically the man wanting his son to remain a boy, you know, they must refer to that as bad. They refer that is the good being termed as evil. You know?
The man of black human rights are the right hand child.
Or the man basically abuse his son because he refer to his son as a male, as James. You know?
When they born.
Yeah, where's the abuse in that, yo?
The woman abuse you because if you look up the whole way you basically change your gender, yo. That's a whole heap of vile shit. You see me on pain where you put the you through. You see me to basically be abominable.
And then you're not gonna know what's gonna be the after effects, yo, of the surgery. You know? And who's to say, who's to say when the sun grows? Well, when I look for see when the sun grows, right? You can continue to say that put darkness for light, you know, and light for darkness. Put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter, you know. You basically hit that part.
Verse 21 it says, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight.
Right.
Like the mother of Esau was wise, who is actually a stupid and a vile, wicked ass thing. She be basically doing and destroying the son what she have. Okay, you can't turn a son into a female, you know, that's impossible. We actually just fuck up him mental and couple baby if him supposed to survive. Like him say, him want to be a boy when he running daddy and want to be a female when he running mother. To show the confusion that's already been there. It can only be one sex, yo. One to even come to the point of attraction.
What happened, yo?
Alright, so back to Romans chapter 1 and verse 27 now. It's and likewise also the men leaving the natural use of the woman,
right.
Which basically you insert what you rod into a vagina. That's it. Right. You see me? Burn in their lust one toward another, men with men working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error which was meet.
Right, because guess what? When the son grew up, right, if the mother have her way, which this is the society is basically for women. As we read earlier, your woman rule over the men, yo. So if the mother have her way, you basically have to grow up as identifying as a female, right? But in all actuality, yo, naturally is a man, right? And therefore, growing up as a female, you might go what? You might basically, they won't think about it, but the reality is there, yo. You might go basically have a male boyfriend, right? Just want to think about it. What you have to think about
the fuck out. Would you like that?
I think what we are saying. So basically, what I'm trying to say is like
confusion.
Yeah, just confusion, yo. Just confusion because the mother have sex, male and male, basically, it's gonna be, you know. Identifying as a female doesn't make him a female. So if him have sex with a man, basically that's sodomy, yo. And man forget put to death, yo. If a man have sex with a man, they should be put to death, yo.
Can you go in that scripture real quick and prove it?
Because identifying as a female doesn't make you a female, yo. Doesn't.
It's like identifying yourself as a fucking tree don't make you a tree.
Can't.
You're made a man, and that's it. This Leviticus 20 verse 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lie with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination, they shall surely be put to death, their blood shall be upon them.
Right. You know, so the mother can make him identify as a female as much as he wants. Firstly, the youth won't be able to reproduce. Right? Secondly, it's a male. Having sex with another male, put to death, yo.
Straight into the point, there's no going around it. So back to Romans chapter 1 and verse, go to 28 now. It's and even as they did not like to retain Yahweh in their knowledge, Yahweh gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient, it's not profitable. What profit would you be to the future generation, yo? Unable to reproduce, you're actually polluting yourself and other people around you, spreading diseases. A general one is we call AIDS. Verse 29. So being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whisperers,
Right.
biters, eaters of the Most High, deceitful, proud, boasters, inventors of evil things, and sex changer is just fucking evil.
Yeah, can.
It's a disobedient to parents without understanding, because you lack understanding, if you do something like that. The second, covenant breakers without natural affection, implacable, unmerciful. When you look up the word implacable, and have it from Merriam-Webster, and they say implacable, not placeable, not capable of being appeased, significantly changed or mitigated. Means say you're not on a sure foundation, right? You know, everything they move from one madness to the next, right? You can't appease them. Out of madness. She want custody for her youth, then she get custody, she want to turn him into one fish. When you turn him into one fish, she want to raise him like that, and then move off on the next. It's well the same gender as him so-called partner, and whole confusion, and when them do that now, then they gonna spread disease, and then the disease are pass on, and then can't have picnic, so they move for adapt one picnic, and then they go raise that picnic for basically be forgot, and if madness go on, if the most is supposed to allow it, which he won't. You see me? I put it out there now, do it.
Nope.
Yeah, see something?
Nope. That's like the whole not being able to reproduce, I think the scripture will say, the most high the spirit will save the like there won't be any flesh to save.
Oh, yes, unless those days be shortened.
Yeah.
I'm sure we see we can find it.
Cause well, if you have Bashim, if we never have this hope, if you have Bashim, or shall never decide to come back, basically there wouldn't be anyone left, because at the rate of how this LGBT movement is building, and then you have all people you never expect to be homosexuals or become homosexuals, where's space for reproduction, No? Reproduction basically will become extinct. Then human and a whole, human society and a whole.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
So we now can't find no money. Well, them are turn out, them are change out to one be man. And who not change out to basically die or butch. It's a principle quote. Matthew 24 verse 22. It says, except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yeah, but she should shorten the days for the elect's sake, Yes, or else no flesh will be saved.
The next one. This is Isaiah chapter 1 verse 9. Except the Lord of hosts had left us a very small remnant, we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah.
Yeah. What happened in Sodom and Gomorrah? Everybody except Lot, save Lot, everybody in them filthiness, Everyone. But Yahweh try to save a small remnant, I will say, apart from the elect, everybody in them filthiness, apart from the elect men, the 1/3 who get saved,
Sorry, no, this is something different. Sorry.
Basically, every other male out there is caught up in some filthiness,
Let's finish Romans and go to verse 32, Romans 1:32. So, who knowing the judgment of Yahweh, that they which commit such things are ready of death. He said, not only the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So if you're not going to have a problem with it, or you find it entertaining, you will be put to death, That's the judgment.
Right. Worthy of death, not worthy of rights.
All right, so rights to death.
Rights to death will be put to death, right?
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 and verse 5. It said, behold, say the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness had exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their earthful works are fulfilled. Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually. So now allow them to basically remain in the wickedness. Listen, the judgment is coming. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 6. It's on turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So if you're supposed to remember what going on Sodom and Gomorrah, say, oh no, never mind, you can't do this. Right? And even remember Lot's wife, Scripture tell you that. Lot's wife never willingly want to let go of this wicked and vile world. What she do? Turn on pillar of salt. Verse 7. It's and delivered just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked. So like, vexed. Is every day about him. And bumbo will keep up them fucker again. I'm tired of shit. Verse 8 is for that righteous man dwelling among them in seeing and hearing vex his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. The Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations and to reserve the unjust unto the day of judgment to be punished.
The day of judgment are coming, It was unjust. As scripture also says, if the Lord so scarcely save the elect, roughly paraphrasing, what's to be the end of those ungodly, You know? A precept, Yeah, man. So judgment is coming, For all you LGBT group members, which feel like say, alright, because we know right now the pridefulness are not lifted up, because we feel so we're not gonna have no ways, How the LGBT community are prosper and grow for how long, as the precept what they read earlier, the Most High not gonna hold him down for much longer. You see me?
This is First Peter chapter 4 and verse. Yeah. Let's start at 17. So for the First Peter 4 verse 17, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh, and if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? We know them will appear in a lake of fire, as the scripture said. I believe in Revelation 22. Remember the specific verse still. Okay. I think I only one still. But yeah, it's fine. This is Revelation 22, verse 11. He that is unjust, let him be unjust still. He which is he which is filthy, let him be filthy still. And he that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And he that is holy, let him be holy still. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. You see, so all who keep up them foolishness, basically will be destroyed, Them who live after righteousness will basically be delivered from the pearls that's coming. I believe the other one, we don't want 10 now, maybe 21. Said them will have them part in the lake of fire. Yeah. Revelation 21 verse 8 is about the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable and the murderers and warmongers and sorcerers and idolaters and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burneth with fire and brimstone, which is the second death, which is referring to the thermonuclear destruction. It's going to befall Mystery Babylon the Great, which is America.
All those rainbow flags are gonna burn really soon. Yeah.
Oh, well, that is signified. So what? The Most High not going to destroy the earth with water anymore, with a flood, anymore with fire.
Fire.
So well, they will testify. Well, scripture say, them testify against themselves. This two other precepts they have Psalms 94 verse 16, who will rise up against the evildoers, and or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity. So I call them out, one say, no, it's wrong. It's even the judgment according to the scriptures. This is Micah 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. I have basically a mother want to say if it be one boy.
Really polluted.
Holy shit. I need to get the fuck out of here.
Come. Arise and depart, Time to leave.
Maybe I have nothing to remember.
Not really. Well, we'll leave the Lord's willing, we'll leave the article in the description box, for those who want to read it.
Alright, so with that, I end the lesson now. We'll put the fun until I go there, giving our praise of Christ, our power, Yahweh, Power Shem Yahushai, Power Shem Kakwadash, the one as unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to the full leg.
Shalom.